Welcome to the KSAL Show. We have an exciting show for you guys today. Stick around. We'll be right back.
The KSAL. Yeah, the KSAL. Get dreams. The KSAL. On the move, on the move, on the move, on the move, she on the move, on the move. The KSAL. On the move, on the move, on the move, on the move, she on the move, on the move. The KSAL. On the move, on the move, on the move, on the move, she on the move. Yeah, KSAL. On the move, on the move, she on the move, on the move, she on the move. Now what you hear, this ain't no test. You rockin' with the best, and sometimes things get a little crazy, but that we won't address. And so sit back and enjoy the show. Go, go, KSAL, go. Get into the groove and watch KSAL move. Yeah, KSAL on the move, on the move, on the move, on the move, she on the move, on the move. KSAL on the move, on the move, on the move, on the move, she on the move, on the move. KSAL on the move, on the move, on the move, on the move, she on the move, on the move. Yeah, KSAL on the move, on the move, she on the move.
Guys, I am super duper duper excited because I have the one and only Sash Deon is in the building. What's up, my sister?
Hey, boo. I'm glad to finally link up with you.
Yes. Well, you know what? If you guys don't know who this wonderful queen is sitting next to me, she's with 1924 music group EKS. Got to put them letters on there.
Mm-hmm.
Rapper, artist, model, nursing student, mother,
I'll leave that off.
probably
Babies
sister,
come first, sister.
all of
yes,
that
all
stuff.
of it. Mm-hmm.
I love what you're doing. You're the biggest, darling.
Mm-hmm.
I love what you're
Absolutely.
doing, building
she
her
hit it right
empire.
On the nose. The
I
biggest.
did. You're the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us who Sash Deon really is.
So me, I'm a girl from West Baltimore. And, you know, one day I've always been modeling. And one day I just was like, you know, I really want to start taking the music serious because I've always wrote, like I've been writing. Me and my friends used to have our little girl groups. We swore we were 3LW dances and all of that. And I never really took it serious.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I went to the studio and recorded my first song and I just never stopped from there.
Well, you're definitely a beautiful young lady.
Thank you.
And you're putting out some really great songs.
Thank you.
Let's talk about one of these singles that is on, actually, it's a soundtrack
Mm-hmm.
for Baltimore, the little baddies
Of Baltimore.
of Baltimore.
Yup.
Let me get it right. The little baddies of Baltimore.
Yes, my
So
girls
You have the soundtrack
for that show.
called Baltimore Baddies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is your original soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
I feel amazing, and the girls have been so supportive. Everybody has been so supportive. We shot the video with Fresh.
Yes.
And
shout out to Fresh Money.
yes, shout out to him. We shot the video with him and we made a movie. Like when I say it was bananas, it was crazy. Like natural vibes, like nothing forced, nothing like, oh, do this, do that. We literally made a movie, just all authentic vibes, and it was great. Like it was amazing.
Wow. So that was shot here in Baltimore?
Yeah, shot here in Baltimore. We shot at 2 o'clock club and then some outside, and we shot some more somewhere else. Like we were moving around, but it was amazing though.
Yes. Now, being in this business as a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to climb that ladder to the next level, tell me, is there any adversities that you went through to get where you are now?
I feel like in this industry, it's been a lot of adversity. I feel like because I'm a pretty girl,
Mm-hmm.
I can't help that. But
Mhm.
the men,
Okay.
it's been a male-dominated industry. Well,
Yes.
now the females are starting to come in, you know.
Mhm.
But the people who are in the positions to get you where you need to be, a lot of the people are men.
Yes.
And that has been really something else. I've
Really?
had some, yeah. And I'm not the girl that's going to sell my soul to
Mhm.
get in position. I want to get on solely based on talent. Like, I'm not going to
Yes.
go and, you know,
Yes.
I don't even got to go into that.
You ain't
But
even got to talk about it. I know growing up in Baltimore, there have been a lot of different things that you had to go through in order to actually do what you're doing now. And you have kids. You have one child or
I
two?
have 3 girls.
3 girls.
3 girls.
Oh my God. What are their names?
Sky, True, and Logan.
Oh, hi, Sky, True, and Logan.
Yeah, Sky, True, and
Shout
Logan.
out.
Yeah.
I love that. So going through Baltimore and the streets of Baltimore and being a rapper, a female rapper, tell me some of the things you've gone through.
Growing up in Baltimore, you know, that's a struggle. My dad was in jail for a while. My mom was a single mom. It was some times where I was homeless. It was some times where I didn't know where I was going to stay at night. It was a lot of stuff like that. But you know, I overcame that, and I feel like all of that made me who I am today, so I would never change any of that. Another thing, you know, the murder rates in Baltimore are crazy. My daughter's dad was actually killed a year and a half ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's
so
something
sorry.
else that I've had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I just try not to be a product of my environment.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
I do want to always rep my city, but I don't want to be a product of my environment
Yes.
and really let it just eat me up, because it could if you let it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my condolences.
Thank you.
Because I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
So, and then you really, it's like from tragedy, you're still triumphing better and better. Your confidence, your songs, and being where you are right now. I mean, you got a soundtrack on a great TV show. That is awesome.
Thank
so
you.
Accolades.
Thank you.
Give you your accolades.
And yeah, like I said, he was the one that took me to record my first song, and he did music too. So now it's just like, now I gotta go super hard for the both of us, because you're not here to do it no more. So I gotta, you know.
So you gotta represent. Wow, I love that.
Yep.
I love that. So I know you got a new soundtrack coming out. Well, that's the Patty Cake, right?
Patty Cake.
Patty Cake.
Yes.
Okay, so you know I just be like ready to turn up when I hear Patty Cake.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
so,
definitely a good vibes type of song.
Wow.
Definitely a good vibe. That song is more about, because I feel like with the industry, it's a lot of gimme, gimme, gimme. Like now it has become a world where the females are like, I don't want to talk to you if you're not doing this for me, if you ain't doing that for me. But me, I want to be the girl. I want to be the rich man. I don't want a rich man. I want to be the rich man.
Okay, that's what's up.
So it's just
I
like
love
that song. That's what it stands on. Like,
okay,
he want him a baddie. Like, get into her bag. Like, yeah.
Okay, that's what's. And I love that because it's always the opposite of you need a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
You do things
and
like that.
I want to have my own. I don't want to have my hand out for nobody.
I
and
love
that's why I'm doing so much. The nursing school, that is that's a necessity for me, because I feel like I always have to have something to fall back on.
Yes.
If not just for me, I have 3 girls that's looking at me, so I can't just be like, oh, we're going to depend on this man to take care of us, y'all.
Yes.
And I want to show them something good too.
I love what you're doing, building your empire. You are doing your thing, and I really admire that. And prayerfully, people can look at you, see how you're building your empire, see that no matter what, all the adversities you've gone through, and you're still climbing your ladder,
pushing
still
forward,
doing what you have to do.
Because you have to out here. That's just what you got to do, because you can't depend on nobody else to do it for you.
Absolutely.
Can't depend on nobody else to do it for you.
Hey guys, don't change that dial. We'll be right back.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Hi. I'm your retirement fear. But don't be scared. You're still in pre-retirement.
Does that mean I have more time to plan?
Precisely. Here, this is pretirement.org.
Retirement savings options? Potential tax breaks.
Ooh,
This isn't scary. I'm doing it.
you got this.
Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan.
Oh yeah, baby, keeping it light with Craig Wright. Ooh, keeping it light with Craig Wright. Oh, audience, I really need some advice. What do you do when you have to go to the mailbox in your robe and it fall off? Oh boy, that happened to me the other day. I was walking to the mailbox and I didn't have the rope tied. I said, okay, let me just go get this check that I've been waiting for from KSAL. And when I went to reach, whoop, whoop, and it was a lady standing there, and she was smiling. She said, hi, sir. What do you do? You work at Chippendales? I say, no, I do not work at Chippendales. And I ran back in the house. Big problem, so every time I came outside, the whole neighborhood was clapping. I felt like a champion. So I went in the house And I started looking at myself in the mirror and I said, you're not so bad. So I put on the robe just because they was waiting for me. Left the string untied and I stood in the middle yard and let it fall. And told the people I am here for y'all. What do you do when you like being out in the yard in your birthday suit? I am that person. So if you want to come to my neighborhood, feel free because I set myself free. I'm keeping it light with Craig Wright. Oh God, here I come. I'm coming to the mailbox. All right.
KSAL Show, we're talking Sunday dinner, culinary innovations. Come on back, let me show you how we do it. I got you. Come on back, I'm gonna show you how we do it. I got you. Come on.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Welcome back. Let me show you what we did for you. For the matriarch, we got some grilled salmon, a little saffron rice, got your fried chicken, cornbread and rolls, did some fried pork chops, candy yams, mac and cheese, collard greens. And for my guys, the fellas, we like some gravy. We're gonna do some smothered pork chops and smothered chicken. Fried off our pork chops, let them sit in the gravy for a little bit. And you gotta put them right on top of the mashed potatoes. And you can't have just one, you gotta have at least two of them. Put your gravy on the mashed potatoes. That's what I call a father plate. Then for the smothered chicken, you did something for the father, let's do something for mama. We're gonna do some smothered chicken. Gonna put that over some saffron rice. Got the candy yams. Gotta have that extra gravy. And we serve that up with some rolls and cornbread. That's what we call a Sunday dinner at Culinary Innovations. Pork chops, mac and cheese, collard greens. You got your smothered chops, your smothered chicken, fried chicken, grilled salmon. And if you like, just ask. We got turkey wings. We do all type of fish, Sunday dinners. Let us know what you want. Give us a call. Chef Arthur, Culinary Innovations. I got you. They don't have to know I made it, but you will enjoy it. Culinary Innovations. Give us a call.
When people are fed, futures are nourished. They can connect with the world around them, unlock endless possibilities, and thrive. Join the movement to end hunger. Volunteer. Advocate. Donate. Go to feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/actnow.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl KSAL, and this is the after party. Yeah. We are still going on, but guess what, y'all? I got the one and only Cheryl Jackson in the building, and I'm super duper excited. What's up, my sister?
Hi there. Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here.
Well, you know what, Cheryl? I am honored to have you here. I've heard you on the radio. We have mutual friends that have talked so highly about you. Shout out to Reggie. And I'm just excited that you were able to come into this wonderful after party because you were on the stage hosting.
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful event.
Yes.
So tell us, what all does Cheryl Jackson do? Because we already know you're a host and you're on the radio.
Right.
But give me some more information because I'm loving what you do.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. 33-year radio veteran now, right? Actually, June will be 34 years in radio. God has graced me to the point of where I've only done radio in the Baltimore and DC market. So
really,
I'm excited about that. Of course, syndicated now. So we're in 47 markets. I executive produce Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell, which is our syndicated morning show on Reach Media. And again, she's in 47 markets. So I'm heard mornings from 6 to 10 on Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell. But I also host my own midday show in DC, in the DC market, which is Cheryl Jackson in the midday. And I have my own company, Cheryl Jackson Enterprises, which encompasses all the things I do. I'm a speaker. I'm an ordained elder. I am, I do workshops. I do events. I do artist management, artist development. We do event planning. So all of that falls under the auspice of Cheryl Jackson Enterprises.
I love it. I love it. So are you Baltimore born and raised, or where you from actually?
Northwest DC, actually.
Really?
Born and raised in Northwest DC, yeah. And we call it Uptown in DC, yeah.
Oh, so, Uptown DC.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm an Uptown girl in DC. So live in Bowie, Maryland now. I still own my family home in Northwest though. So
that's
yeah, awesome. Yeah.
So Cheryl, what made you get into this type of business?
Wow. So I went to school at Salisbury State University in Salisbury, Maryland, which is on the Eastern Shore.
Okay.
And I majored in communications, and literally I went there because I love fashion too, right? So I went there to become to do marketing, and I wanted to be a buyer for a department store. That's what I really went to go. I had a mentor in high school. I went to a vocational high school in DC, and that's what she did. So I fell in love with fashion and clothes and, buying for department stores. And so I went to school for that, and then took a voice and diction class and fell in love with talking. I realized I was great at it, right? Always chosen for the talent in all of my classes. So that's really how I got interested in it. I wasn't sure if I was going to do radio or television or even, PR, because I did, was communication arts. But I fell in love with radio. Fell in love with radio while I was in college. Yeah.
So you are a talker.
I am.
Now, were you one of the talkers that would get yourself out of stuff and you could talk your way into stuff?
Yes.
You was.
All of that. Quick tongue. So, yeah. Witty, so I realized I had that gift. And, because, in radio, you've been doing radio for a while, you can teach technique, but you can't teach personality.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what people tune into for. So,
yeah.
So.
Well, it comes across. When I'm listening to you, it comes across. You feel it. You feel your spirit. You feel your anointing, and then you always want to put the voice with a face,
right?
And so I'd never seen you, and I said, well, when you came in today, I was like, oh, that's Cheryl Jackson. I would love to talk to her and sit down because you're a veteran in this. I mean, I'm just getting into this maybe 5 or 6, maybe 6 years.
Gotcha.
But and I realized that this was something I love to do as well, because I kind of take after my mom. She was like this. So she had the great personality and all. My dad was in the business. So it was just something I said, well, God, if just give me the platform just to do these things. So looking at you and seeing and listening to you, because some of the same interests, I said, wow, this is crazy, because apparently it's something that's in you, that for you to like fashion and for you to like certain things to get into this field is really good to hear, because some of those things I like as well. Yeah. It's like when you're saying, I was like, wow, she's reminding herself of me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you're looking beautiful, of course.
Thank you.
But I just want to say, you definitely are building your empire.
Yes.
Accolades. Sometimes we don't get a chance to say or give you your flowers because a lot of times you don't know where people are coming from and where their hearts are. But I just want to say, you may be the only Bible anyone will ever read.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So your light and what you say to people, you're making you're making a foundation or putting something inside of them that you never know you do. But I just want to say that's why I said I got to give you your accolades now.
Appreciate that.
Okay, I'm having an amazing time, guys, but we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Got some great stuff. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back.
Women are bad with money.
It's what the world's been saying for centuries. But now,
We've got something to say.
Save it. Save the old-fashioned advice, the empty excuses. It's all worthless, unlike us.
To our fellow females, it is time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Contributing to our futures. Investing in our independence.
Until we're no longer 80%
80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
So again, we say to that, save it.
The falsehoods, the feelings of fault, then the funds.
Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
So guys, you know I always like to just leave a word of wisdom. So I have a quote by Madam C.J. Walker. And she says, don't sit down and wait for the opportunity to come. Get up and make them. All right, I'm gonna say that again. Don't sit down and wait for the opportunity to come. Get up and make them. So get up and make opportunities. I like that. Don't sit down, don't wait for it. Get up and make it happen. Love that. Thank you, Madam C.J. Walker.
My baby's back from the West Coast.
Here are those pictures that you asked for your school project? First day of school, cute as a button.
So long ago.
Oh, here's Grandma Florence after that flood wiped out the whole neighborhood.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here.
I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Those beans smell heavenly.
Give Mom a little credit.
You know what? We should make an emergency communication plan. That way we're ready this year.
Great idea.
At my dorm, we have emergency kits for earthquakes and wildfires, but I'm sure there's something more local I can send you with the link.
Okay.
Smart.
I'm coming to share with you guys.
Protect your legacy. Plan for natural disasters today. Visit ready.gov/plan.
My daughter started making necklaces. She makes what we call affirmation fashion. I tell her every day that your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. And if there's anything better than being beautiful, it's being smart. And if there's anything better than being smart, it's being kind. And reaffirming that every day is our method of making sure her chin never drops.
Well, I think because my dad is still in business today. Coming up, we worked with my dad. He had a club, well, he had a bar, clubhouse, liquor store, lounge, bail bondsman, cash checks. He did all of that under 2 buildings. He had 2 buildings that if you came in, we cash your check, we'll sell you alcohol, you can pay your bill, you can play your lottery. After you drink the alcohol, we go out and act crazy and get locked up, we'll bail you out of jail. So it was a pretty good operation. And still today, my dad is he was the first black business owner on Greenmount Avenue. His name was Leroy Hawkins, and he started out, he got educated through Morgan State University, and he bought his first business, and he's been there over 60 years. Well, watching him in business and me coming up in school and in college, I worked for my dad. So I constantly learned how to operate more than one business under the same roof, because you're not taking on more expenses, but you're creating more businesses under one roof. So, because he had at least 5 or 6 businesses going on. So when I started business and I realized that I needed to stay in business you have to be creative and create other businesses without adding on other expenses. So I learned how to have like-minded businesses under one roof and being able to conduct business, and it works for me. Well, one of the things that I have learned in my adversities, I build. In my worst, I build. So I have been through some things that a lot of times people probably would have given up and walked away. But for some reason, if you tell me I can't do it, or if you say, oh, that's not, if you say you can't do it, I promise you, I will prove to you I'm gonna do it. And I didn't know I was that way until I used to work for the telephone company. And when you get promoted, and people were getting promoted for this service rep job and paid a lot more money. And I was working in the repair department. And this girl said, a lot of people got sent back after they got promoted. And she said, oh, she'll be back. Don't worry, you'll be back. And that just did something to me when I realized that when people tell me that, or they tell me I can't, or they tell me that I can't do this, that just stirs something up in me. And I realized as well, is when I came in business, especially up in this shopping center, I realized that I was the first Black business owner up here. And I realized this area wasn't African-American friendly, I should say. But I realized that I was always under a microscope glass. People always watching me. So I had to do things better, 2 times better. Being a Black woman and being Black, that was 2 strikes against me. So I had to do things better, extra great, in order to be seen and be respected. Guys, I had a great time. Awesome show. I enjoyed myself. Hope you guys did. And thank you guys, and I appreciate you for watching the KSAL Show.